Hey, welcome back to another episode of Flavor in Fiction, the segment where I read a book for my 2025 reading challenge. I give you a short review and I make a recipe related to the book, so you get your flavor and your fiction. This time, the category was a book from last year's challenge that I didn't get to read, and I chose The Thread Collectors by Shaunna J. Edwards and Alyson Richman. And one of the foods mentioned in the book was red pepper. So I decided to make Greek roasted potatoes with red peppers. So at the end of this video, you'll get to see how I made it. And you'll get to see, of course, my coworker, Kevin, give his trusted taste test. But first, let's get into the book. So the story takes place in 1863 New Orleans. We have a young Creole woman named Stella, and she's been helping enslaved men go free and join the Union Army by embroidering the escape route in their clothing. And one of the people she helped escape is her husband or lover, William. And they have a plan for him to come back and get her and for them to run off together. But while he's gone, the man who had them both enslaved, he has decided to keep Stella as a lover. And she notices that after, every time he comes around, he will, because he's in the Confederate Army, and he will let things slip about the Army's location and their plans because he doesn't consider her to be a threat. He doesn't think she can read or write, so he doesn't, watch himself around her. So she uses that information to help the Union Army. A short time later, she realizes that she is pregnant, and it was so soon after William left, she doesn't know if he's the father or if her enslaver is the father. And she knows that if the baby comes out darker than her, he will know that she has been with someone else and most likely kill her and the child. So while all this is going down, simultaneously, there's a Jewish woman in New York named Lily, and she's helping the Union Army by rolling bandages, and she also makes quilts for the Union soldiers, including her husband, Jacob. She and her husband are very close, and so when he doesn't write to her in months, she gets nervous and she decides to journey down south to find him against everyone's wishes. So what Stella and Lily both don't know is that their husbands are actually in the army band together. William is like a brilliant musician, and Jacob wrote a song for Lily that he has turned into like the Union rallying cry. And so we end up with two couples in three different locations, all trying to find their way back to each other. So both Stella and Lily have dangerous missions ahead while fighting for freedom and love. And I would say that the main theme is the strength of women to overcome diversity. Because while the men are out fighting the literal war, they're the ones at home having to suffer and endure pain and tragedy and family suffering and venture into dangerous territory in order to help the men that they love. So this was an interesting read. It was heavy, of course, given the subject matter. For me, there were some ways that the story connected that weren't always quite believable, a little too convenient, but overall, it was a very good read, and I do recommend it. I listened to the audiobook, and it helped kind of bring it to life, so I do recommend that. So now that I've told you a little about the book, let me show you how I made these Greek potatoes, and then you will hear Kevin giving his review. You want to wash, peel, and chop 2 pounds of potatoes, cut up 1 red pepper, and put that in. And then you're going to add in your salt, your olive oil, and 1/4 of a lemon. Give it a good mix. And then you want to put that on a baking sheet with some olive oil. Do not put aluminum foil like I did. And then while that's in the oven for 25 minutes, you want to mix up your paprika, your garlic powder, your black pepper, onion powder, ground cinnamon, and oregano. And a little spice mix like that. Mix it on up. When it comes out the oven, just pour this over it, give it a good mix, and then put it back in the oven for 10 minutes. And it will come out looking like this. And that's where you want to put on your your feta. I put this in a container to take to work, and more lemon. And here is my finished product. Okay, so here they are.
And it looks scrumptious. I can tell it's already good, but I love some potatoes. I'm gonna put it in here because, oh, that looks good. I want that bite right there. Wait, right there, right there. Right there, a little bit of pepper. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Taste the lemon.
You know what stands out the most? The cinnamon.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about that.
No, it's different. It makes it different because I was expecting a regular potato with, you know, some bits of cheese, but to stand out. But it's the cinnamon. But it's good. I never had cinnamon in potatoes before, but I'm gonna give this 8.2.
Okay.
You're back, but we're gonna come back even stronger. I feel it in my bones. But this is an 8.2. It's very good, very good.
Thank you.
And now I'm gonna dig in.
So there you have it. It is Kevin approved, and I tried it after he did. And you know what? Like, the cinnamon is weird in it, but it works. Like, everyone had a second helping of these potatoes. We're all like, I do taste cinnamon. I think it could have done with a little more lemon, and I accidentally left out the parsley. But other than that, these came out pretty good. Like, I may make this again. So there you have it. You get your flavor and your fiction. Be sure to subscribe. And until next time, happy reading and happy eating.